Greetings, Masandawana. We're back with another installment of the Yellow Corner, and this time we bring you our game week 6 in the CAF Champions League Group B match as we take on Coton Sport from Cameroon at 2100 hours. A very weird kickoff time for us South Africans. Rabs, how's it? Hey, I'm so sorry, man. It's already flu, but yeah, I guess we have to do what we have to do, even under these circumstances, man. Yeah. And before we start this preview, I just want to congratulate two guys. My colleague Rapelang who obtained his B.Ed degree on Thursday. Yeah, congratulations, Minir, and yeah, we wish you all the best. We're proud of you, man. Well done.
Yeah, no,
all right. And then I'd also like to congratulate Mlungisi, Coach Rulani, on winning yet another Coach of the Month award. Yeah. I already won like our fella Rulani award. They might as well call it the Rulani Mukwena award, man.
Yeah, no, as expected, but with these awards, you never know. You might get a shocked award here somewhere else instead of Rulani being awarded the coach of the season.
Baka they were to give it to anyone other than Rulani. And you know, towards the end of the season, they are going to start pushing the agendas through different media houses, you know. But yeah, Raps, let's get into this preview. Yaronali Coton Sport, man. Before you start, Kanto, the preview. Another thing is, we could be champions, DStv Premiership champions, before we even kick the ball on Saturday if Super Sport failed to beat Chipa United. Thoughts on that?
Yeah, no, I think obviously when the season started, we predicted that Mamelodi Sundowns will obviously defend their title, and it looks like we are going to win it. I think 6 times in a row. Yeah, no, it's very exciting, and this is the right time to start singing Likia Sebeletso.
You know, there was never a point where I felt like we could have sang that song because we literally walked it from start to finish, man. But I honestly want Super Sport to win, and then we win it again on like we did last season against Cape Town City next week Tuesday. I mean, it would be nice to win it like on Saturday, man. But yeah, moving to the CAF Champions League, man. What's there to play for these guys? I think there are two things to play for. I think pride. I think pride is very important in football. So I think that's one thing they will play for. They know that they're gonna get a beating on Saturday, but I think they'll try and stop it from being a hiding. I also think their players. I mean, we must. It's well documented already. Our league is one of the best in the continent, you know, in terms of being run professionally, you know. So they'd want to take it club South Africa. So this will be a perfect opportunity for them to audition and try and get the contracts, you know, like their striker who was signed by Pirates in the previous transfer window. Your thoughts?
Yeah, no, I think like you have said, they will fight because of there's a pride at stake, and they don't want to lose with a big margin scoreline like they did against Al Ahly. And also, like you have said, they want to impress because of we know they are likely to be scouts on the grandstand trying to assess certain players, like you mentioned the former Coton Sport striker who joined Pirates. I think for other Coton Sport players, it will be an inspiration for them to fight and maybe try and get better offers from different teams.
Mm-hmm. Rabs, this team, man, they've been the whipping boys of the group. Ne? When you look at them, if they were a PSL team, where do you think they would be? Moloko.
I think you know what those teams that are talking about on the relegation zone. I think between between position 13 and 16, I think it will be more because of they are not a good side. You look at there are some PSL teams that give Sundowns too much competition, and those teams they are not also they don't have big squad to compete with Mamelodi Sundowns, but Coton Sport, man, I don't see them being a medal team, Momo SA, medal team Mo SA.
Yeah, no, I fully agree with you, man. I've not been impressed at all with this team. To think what they are the best team in Cameroon, man, it says a lot. Eh? It really says a lot about the standard of their league, you know. But yeah, I think they'll also be fighting relegation if they were to play more PSL. Eh? You look at their standings, more Group B. Eh? They are currently fourth. They've played 5 games. They've won 0. They've drawn 0. They've lost all 5. They've scored only 2 goals, conceding 14 goal difference. Minus 12, and then they are on 0 points. So I don't see a shock. I don't see anything, man. Like if they were to beat us or get anything out of this game, I nka o fa tšhelete nngwe le nngwe e batlang. Not that I have money, but nka o fa tšhelete nngwe le nngwe e batlang. And I'd really, really be shocked. Man. I'm not saying you must now start praying where they beat us on Saturday. Man. How do you think they will approach this game? Now I think they will sit back and play on a counter, like they have in all 5 games that they've played. As poor as they are, even Coach Gulani said this more press conference earlier today. They are quite decent in attack, you know, like banally the moments where you see, okay, they might come up with something, you know, but defensively, limo middle fielding, they're really, really poor. So I think the best way for them, go Ralanto on the break. I think they will play a very low, the lowest of low blocks. You know, I think they will pack it. I think they will have 2 banks of 5, and just to protect their goalkeeper, who's also a terrible, not even decent. He's not good enough, you know. So I think that's how they will approach the game. I just don't see them bringing anything else more gaming that can, you know, surprise us. Your thoughts?
I think them being already knocked out of the group stages, I think it might stimulate some freedom within the players. I think the players would want to express themselves and play more freely because of they are already out because of with the points that they've with 0 points. I think for them the only thing that they can play for, I think, is being free and enjoying the moment. Like we have said, there might be a scout, but I don't they, for them to defend and try to absorb pressure, it don't make any changes. So I think for them, the positive that they can come up with in this game, I think it should be playing more freely and enjoying themselves. I think if they can enjoy themselves, I think they can play better, and we might spot few good players from them.
You know, Kasi Badula ware nete ha e hlale, ne? If they do that, I would expect those Sundowns players back and net because if they open up the kind of way poor cutting at the back, I know we double digits they might get it if they do that. Sundowns, how do you think they will approach this game?
I think first of all, I think this is a game where I foresee Sundowns having too many changes because of the international week and some players also coming back from the injury list. So I think there will be few changes that might disturb our smoothness in the pitch. But what I would like to see from this game, I think we should play like we have played previously. I think we should be more aggressive and try to dominate the game. And you look at the team that you are going to face, Coton Sport. I think this is a team that have too many gaps in defense and in the middle field. So I think those gaps we can use them as our passing lanes to create more goal scoring opportunities.
I expect a lot of changes, to be honest. I expected a lot of changes in our penultimate game when you took on Hilal, and there weren't any. But I think in this one there will be a couple, not even a couple. I don't expect to see most of the guys who went and represented their national teams starting this game. And I expect the experiment. I expect Coach Rulani to make the experiment. I mean, he said he might even start at 6 on Saturday. So I expect the experiment in this game. I expect that experiment that I thought I would see when we spoke about in the previous preview. Yasipo Mbule at 6, because he had said already he sees Sipo as a 6 previously. So I think, and you said when in the last game you said you don't think Sipo should play that because you're playing away, and it made sense. But I think in this game, he will play Sipo at 6 because he said River is still out, and because of how Modiba always invests, I don't expect him to start. I won't be surprised if, because Mashiko, we know him as this fullback who bombs forward, your Roberto Carlos, your Cafu type of fullback who just bombs forward. I wouldn't be surprised if Rolani was to ask, if he starts, ask him to invert in a game of consequences. How can he invert if Mudiba were to lose Mudiba, and how can he perform if he inverts? And because that team, they have no cohesion, they are shocking defensively. I don't know how many times I've watched that team and seen Basete 3-on-2, 4v2. Like the two center backs are always outnumbered. So I expect us to use that space and that room that they will give us in attack. Your starting lineup?
I think I'll rest Ronwen. I'll start Riyadh and have Modawes by right back, Onyango and Lubusius by center backs, and I'll start Mashiro. Because of you have said Rulani with the River is not ready. I think I'll play Mbule as a 6. My two number 8 will be Blesser and Mayema. Then my front 3 will be Ralani, Kutumela, and Mutup.
Yo, we have the same lineup. Only one in top. Only one spot where we differ. Left center back. I have AB starting. I think AB needs to play, man. We have never seen that. That guy. I mean, you saw him pass, but it was a few minutes. I think AB should start. I thought about starting the. Perhaps tell me, why is it Hatimi Idala back 4 if three of the 4 is right-footed? There's no hoo-ha. But if it's 3 of the back 4 left-footed, there's hoo-ha. Why so when there's the player it's left-footed at the back?
I think because of it is very rare Orotole in defense, there are 3 left-footed players. I think it is very rare. Hence, sometimes defense are always against that. But when it is three right-footed players, there's no problem. I think because of the amount of left-footed players in defense, they are not as equivalent as the numbers of the right-footed players in defense.
You know what? I had Onyango starting, but no, I want to see. I'd love to see if they traits and left footed. I'm gonna have Libusa as well as AB starting.
And
yeah.
Previously, I think 3 seasons back, we once tried that with Libusa and Nascimento, and it worked out very well because of even though Nascimento is slow and his stronger foot left, but also the intelligence here high. It helps him with the build up and how he position himself. I think how intelligence at the back, I think it gives you an edge over your build up and also your positioning in the hand. Because I think I say for the first time in Sundowns years until we have the reference here, Libusa and Ricardo Nascimento.
Yeah, I'm going Riyad, Mudau, Libusa, AB, as well as Mashego. My middle field three, Itlaba, Mbule, Allende, Le Blesser. And then I'll have Neo at the tip of the diamond, as well as Mutupa and Kutumela. Score prediction?
I think we'll win 3-1.
Every game is a consider. No, I think we'll win 6-0.
Sure.
I think we'll win 6-0. This has nothing to do with Orlando Pirates. Who do you want us to face in the quarterfinals? There's a possibility, yeah, Group A, JS Kabili the way that they can go either way. And then the other group, I think it will definitely be Simba that comes second. And then I think the other group is about Bello. Is that who would you like us to face in the quarterfinals?
I think I wouldn't mind if we go and face CR Belouizdad because of we once played them, I think 2 seasons back around COVID. I think I wouldn't mind if we go to them because of we hammered them in the group stages.
And then they beat us at Loftus. I would like us to play a team that we've never played. I don't remember us playing JS Kabili. So if Wydad wins that group, I want us to play them. But if Wydad Iba number 2, I wouldn't mind Simba. I'd like us to take on Timio as I just to see how we'll do against them. Raps, excuse me. When it comes to winning, latest style of play, there's the Sundowns way. The Sundowns way, beautiful on the eye. It's not only about winning. We want to see a good football versus winning at all costs. Which one are you for?
I think winning with your style of play, I think it is more sustainable than winning at all cost because of winning at all cost but for a short moment, but winning with your style of play, that means you want longevity in your victories.
I think the Sundowns way, I think for us Sundown supporters, as much as we want to win, but we don't want to win but I remember 2001 or between 2001 and 2003 when we were coached by Bondarenko. Number 2 more local, Pirates was number 1. I think never coach was Roy Barreto, if I'm not mistaken. We stood a good chance of winning the league. But Sundowns supporters were not happy with the style Bondarenko, because we would win. But no, there's a winning at that flair, Sundowns. Sundowns ba batla ha ba tsamaya stadium watching the game o ba hlatswe pelo mfethu ba enjoy into that 90 minutes, and with Ben Kondarenko it wasn't the case, you know. So I think that's what we are. I mean, we always want to win with playing good football. Yes, sometimes you have to show grit, you know, to get the result. It don't always be pretty, but the Sundowns way, we have a way of playing, and we have always stood by that type of football, and we live by it. I mean, you know, I was thinking the other day, there's a song that Sundowns supporters used to sing stadium in the 90s. I remember the first time Gilles Stadium in 1997 CAF Cup semi-final, Pirates and Sundowns, and there's a song Yazola Mahobe Bambeni Bafana Bambeni Zinsizwa. That song, you know, like it's like it gives a message to the players, you know, and and to this day you still hear Pina Eo Stadium. I think it's the only song that I used to hear in the 90s that I still hear today, Stadium, you know. So yeah, and like you, I'm for a pretty football. Yeah, that's it, my Sundowner. That's another installment of the Yellow Corner. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment. And yeah, the next time you see us will be on Monday when we preview the game Yaronale Cape Town City as we win the DStv Premiership for the 6th time in a row. Until then, sharp Masandawan, sharp Ndogish.
Sharp Masandawan.